Hey there,
Hola.
it's a debate.
This is the debate between Michael and Georgia about climate change.
Let's begin. Okay. Michael, Antarctica is gaining ice. A study done by Australian scientists showed that ice is expanding in Antarctica. Explain that. If there's ice that is expanding, how does that prove global warming?
Actually, Georgia, there is a difference between land ice and sea ice. You see, it is true that sea ice is growing, but land ice is melting. You see, there is more melting ice than there is expanding ice. So Antarctica as a whole is losing ice. Plus the land ice melts. It causes higher sea level than when the sea ice melts.
Okay, Michael, well, here's another point. Al Gore's movie, Al Gore was this guy who made a film about climate change. His movie has a ton of incorrect parts. There was this judge, and the judge counted 9 mistakes in the movie about climate change. For example, one mistake was about rising sea level and how high it would actually be and where the rising would be. Explain that. Explain how that's wrong, and because now that's wrong. And so climate change not existing.
Okay, so pretty much all of Al Gore's movie is true. One mistake he did make is about how Mount Kilimanjaro is shrinking due to climate change. This is wrong. It is actually due to deforestation. However, Al Gore was not pressed with charges and did not deserve to be. But the fact was not discovered until after the film was made. You see, Georgia, climate change is real.
Well, Mitchell, it has been found in studies from the Institute for Astronomy in Zurich that the number of warm sunspots has gotten higher when the Earth steadily got hotter. The study also says that the sun has never been as active as it has been in the past 60 years, proving that it's done by the sun. Plus, in the past 60 years, you know what's been developed? Cars. And cars pollute and cause climate change.
Cause climate change.
No, never mind. I didn't say that. What? It's the sun's fault.
In a recent study, it's been shown that in the past 60 years, sun radiance has, for the most part, gone
Just keep going.
gone
Down.
gone down
Just go.
on its own. While global temperatures have gone up, this obviously shows that the sun has almost nothing to do with global warming.
Well, Michael, global temperatures have not gone up at all since 1998, which completely goes against people saying that there is no global warming / climate change. But that there is global warming, because there's not global warming if the global temperatures have not gone up.
2015, 2014, 2010, and 2005 were hotter than 1998. Also, when we talk about climate change, we are not talking about where you are getting a few degrees hotter. We are talking about the world getting hotter and as a whole in general.
Well, if I were to go out mid-January, I will be freezing. where is the global warming? So, as I was saying, where is the global warming? Yeah. Eat that, sucker.
Like I said before, Georgia, it has to do with the world as a whole, not just where you are at one point in time. In a graph, it shows that before 1960, the average global temperature was much lower than what it is now. Recently, in the late 1900s, there have cars and burning fossil fuels, etc., which have been some of the largest parts of climate change.
Well, Michael, 2009 and 2010 had record-breaking cold waves. Some scientists predict that these cold waves could last for 20 to 30 years. Plus, Greenland is cold and icy, like Canada and Antarctica, and a lot more places.
Well, it is true that in places like Britain and Eurasia, it has been unusually cold. But look at places that are normally cold. Greenland, Iceland, Siberia, and more have all experienced unusual warm temperatures. This obviously shows signs of climate change, especially because warmer climate change has more of an effect on cold climate change than
Okay, well, my final point is, Mitchell, the medieval warm period was warmer than current times, and the medieval times were a long, long time ago. Back then, they weren't burning fossil fuels, so this means global warmth is currently natural and not caused by carbon dioxide and fossil fuels, which goes back to what I was saying before about how it's caused by the sun.
Actually, there were a few parts during that time that were warmer, as you are fanning yourself with your hat right now. There were a few parts during that time that were warmer, but not globally. Now the average global temperature is warmer than it used to be due to carbon dioxide.
Well, I won this debate. Okay, well, that's the debate that I won, and
Okay, this